Hello friends, in today's video we will see how we can create S3 bucket in AWS Console. So without getting late, let's get started. So in order to create S3 bucket, first of all we need to log into the AWS Console. So let's open the AWS Amazon.com. Log in with your user credential. If you don't have user credential, you can create your user credential. Enter your username and password. So you can see I am logged into my AWS account. In order to create bucket, we need to open one of the services that AWS provide, which is S3. So let's search S3 here. You can see S3 here. Click on it. So you can see in this Amazon S3 console, under this bucket section, we have an option to create bucket, right? Click on create bucket. First of all, you need to give a bucket name which should be unique and it should be globally unique. Okay, so let's give some name. Let's say test bucket images. Gives any of the name that you want, and you have this AWS region drop down. You can select any of it. I am selecting the default one, which is US East and Virginia. And then object ownership, let it be as it is. In block public access setting for this bucket, untick this so that we can have a public access here, and click on I acknowledge that current setting might result in this bucket and the object within becoming public. Tick on it. Bucket versioning, let it be disabled for now. And encryption key type Amazon S3 managed key, that is also correct. Bucket key enabled. In advanced setting also, not to change much. You can see here create bucket option. Click on create. You can see it's saying bucket with the name already exist. Let's add some number to it so that it can be unique. Again, try to create bucket. So now you can see under this buckets section, I have my second bucket created, which is test bucket images. You can click on it. Right now there is nothing here in this bucket. You can upload images or your UI code here. Okay, so this is how the bucket is created. You can also change the permissions. We need to add one bucket policy here, so click on edit. Now let's add the bucket policy here. So I will add the bucket policy to have a read and write access to this bucket. You can see policy examples also if you don't know how to generate bucket policy. So you can see we have here this bucket policy written. We have version, ID, the statement, actions. Here in the actions you can add put object to have write access, right? So these are the fields that are there in policy script. I have already created a policy, so I will just add that. So let's add that policy here. So if you see here, I have this SID and then effect and then in action you can see I am getting an object. I can put an object, I can list an bucket. So this is the read and write access. Here I need to provide my bucket name. So you can see here this is our bucket name. So let's copy this and paste it here. Same, paste it here. You can see if you scroll down, you can see it's showing one error and it's also giving missing principal, add a principal element in policy statement. So let's add principal here. Okay, now I think error is gone and we can save the changes. Now let's click on bucket. So this is how this is how you can create your S3 bucket using AWS Console. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please do subscribe my channel for more updates. Thanks and have a nice day.